It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the big diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And every time we watch Eric Bledsoe, Kenny, it's amazing how big he plays for a guy who stands 6'1".
Yeah, he's extremely strong, got a big wingspan, can fill a ball up, and can get you about 7 assists pretty much every time.
Up?
He can fill it up, fill the rim up.
Okay. You fill the ball up, so he's pumping up the balls too before. Okay. He does it all, this guy.
Ernie, you're going to make fun of every time I make a small
error.
Just a small error.
He never backs down, and he's fearless going to the rack. See, Kenny, you got to keep it short and sweet so Ernie can't overanalyze the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. You were right. He does fill up the ball. Here's Kevin Harlan.
This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Milwaukee Bucks come into this one after the win against the Charlotte Hornets. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
No question about it. Honed in completely. They demonstrated real grit in a tough place to play, and they got the result they wanted.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Indiana. Filling out the wings, it's Oladipo and Bogdanovich. Down low, it's Young and Turner. And it's Collison in at the 1. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. Early on in the season, some players locked and loaded, others trying to find their groove. Clark, did you tend to be a fast starter, or did it take you some time to get a flow for your game as a season starter?
You know, Kevin, in my relatively short career, I experienced both. My rookie season, I started a little slow. I was in really good shape, knew I was going to play a lot, but it took a minute for me to find my traction. I started fast in my third year because I had been around the block a couple of times. I knew what my off-season needed to be like, and I had gotten off to a terrific start in my third and fourth year. And then the injury happened, and that was it. But I experienced both.
Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Collison kicks to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Oladipo. True on the 14-footer. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich. The shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Here's Lopez. That one falls.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Collison with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Young's shot is off.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Here's Bogdanovich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
A nice strong finish from Bogdanovich, showing no fear at all.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bucks passing it around. They set the screen. Antetokounmpo against Young. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Oladipo, the pass to Collison. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That is his first foul of the game. Milwaukee in the lead. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Lopez a screen. Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton.
Excellent hustle from Bogdanovich. He really makes an effort to crowd shooters as they go up. Wants to bother the shot. That's good defense.
And Young with the basket on the assist by Oladipo.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had 22 points in the win against Charlotte.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement. And, you know, Thaddeus Young, the veteran forward out of Georgia Tech, over a decade of service in the NBA, and he's still one of the more dependable scorers you'll find in terms of over the course of a season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. And for Young, a veteran, as you mentioned, Clark, still one of the more athletic players in the league.
Yeah, he really is. Very impressive how long Thaddeus has been as consistent as he's been. Does a nice job running the floor. Really good in shot selection. And has become a more vocal leader as he is one of the older guys in the league now.
Both free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
And, you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. And with the Bucks' length and athleticism, the pressure style of D made sense.
Yeah, you know, but when it broke down, Kevin, they gave up open threes in today's game. That's almost as bad as a layup.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, put up about 23 points per. almost 2.5 steals and 5 rebounds. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession.
And you know what I like about it, Greg, is he gets great position and uses those quick, strong mitts of his to rip the ball out of there.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
Last year was a great home return for Oladipo, the former Hoosier. Played easily his best season of basketball since being the 2nd overall pick back in 2013. Made his first All-Star appearance as well, and I've got a feeling he's got more of those All-Star appearances in front of him.
Oladipo hits them both. And for Oladipo, the change was a welcome one for Pacer fans who saw him come over in that Paul George trade with Oklahoma City.
No doubt about it. Perfect opportunity for Oladipo. It was like the homecoming for him, Kevin. He played in Bloomington at Indiana University for 3 years, endeared himself to the fans there on and off the court, and that just carried over when he got to the Pacers. He did change his body, though, and got stronger and quicker with the ball, a big reason for his ascension. And Eric Bledsoe, so gifted athletically. He's got to learn to read the game as fast as he plays it, and that's a process. Staying under control, using change of pace, those are things he can tighten up.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe. And playing under Chauncey Billups and Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe got the message about playing Clark at 2 speeds.
Well, you know, it's almost like baseball. You've got to have a little change of pace in your game, the changeup to keep hitters off balance in baseball, same in basketball. And his strength helps him too now. He can hold off his defender while he downshifts to make decisions with the ball.
Turner with the screen. Collison for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Collison's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Brogdon against Oladipo. Lopez a screen. Bledsoe outside. To the middle. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Bledsoe.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
Bledsoe against Collison. Pass to Young. And Turner kicks to Bogdanovich. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Young. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he makes the first. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Nate McMillan, a coach with multiple stops in his career, had good success last season with the Pacers.
And, you know, to some that was a surprise, but McMillan does a lot of things well as a coach. He communicates well. He demands accountability. And his teams typically play a smart brand of basketball. And actually, it's a reflection of how Nate was as a player.
Leaf checked in for Indiana. Bogdanovich dishes to Collison. Right side Turner. They get a hand on it. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And finished off by Collison.
He's got great speed, explosive speed. So if Collison spots a lane to the basket, he's able to take full advantage of it right away.
Now here's Bledsoe. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. Launches a three. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Bledsoe's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
They set the pick. Leave passes to Turner. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Turner is an athletic behemoth. What a word. And he's really good when it comes to finishing off alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now here's Middleton. He had 16 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Milwaukee with the ball. Passes it to Brogdon. The shot from the low post is good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Collison. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Memphis.
And you know, Kevin, his creativity really on display that night. I mean, he was threading beautiful passes everywhere.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. McDermott comes in for Bogdanovich. Evans, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Joseph in for Darren Collison. Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. He can't get that one. Pacers leading by 4. Inside. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ilyasova. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And Ilyasova throws it down.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open gaps.
Now here's Evans. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Memphis.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And there's the pass to Ilyasova. Evans goes in. It's good. Evans has got his first 2 points.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Henson. 8 points his last outing. No good from Bledsoe.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Leave passes to Sabonis. Sinks that one from the post. Now it's a 6-point Indiana lead.
Yeah, I like Sabonis' game inside because he's confident and skilled.
Henson with the screen. Out to the right wing. For 3, Bledsoe. Good on the triple. Bledsoe's got 11 points.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot. This is your game.
Now here's Evans. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
And you know, guys, that being the case, they can't play soft today. I mean, they've got to really be locked in on being the aggressors. Come out firing and try to get off to a good start.
Sabonis, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And They look strong here in the early going.
There's the double team with Joseph, and Henson kicks to Snell. New 24 for Milwaukee. That one good for 2.
And, you know, Dellavedova is not afraid of mixing it up anywhere, but particularly inside. A capable scorer when he's near the bucket.
Pass to McDermott. Sabonis against Henson. Unloads from 9, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. And Domantas Sabonis, the other part of that Paul George trade, Clark, he is proving to be the real deal.
Yeah, he very much is, Kevin. This guy has strength, tenacity, plays with a competitive edge that you like to see. And I think he's got a nice head for the game. He feels and sees and thinks the game pretty well. The one thing I think he's got to get better at, though, is not committing the elementary fouls that get him into foul trouble at times.
Free throw good. Sabonis.
Domantas Sabonis, so versatile, brings so much to his position. He scores, he passes, rebounds, and defends at a high level.
So he gets them both.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
Bucks trail by 3. Knocked away. McDermott with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Sabonis, no good. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Yeah, and Henson is an athletic big guy who knows how to punch it home.
Now here's Joseph. D right on him. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Joseph's got his first 2 points of the night.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Joseph following the score by John Henson. Evans right side. And Henson pulls it down. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Right wing. DiVincenzo. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Leaf. Rebound Milwaukee. 17 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Dellavedova kicks to Ilyasova. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead, leading by just 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kounupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
They've got Matthew Dellavedova. Antetokounmpo out there with Tony Snell. Then it's John Henson. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And he makes the first.
Tell you what, as a former Pacer myself, the fans have to love this young core they put together. Oladipo and Sabonis via trade, Turner through the draft. That's a very strong core to build with.
And he can't hit the second. And for the Pacers and their young group, Clark, they all want to grow together.
Yeah, there's outstanding alignment from the very top of the front office, obviously with the coaching staff, and then the players. Tremendous chemistry when you look at the way this team embraces one another. And Oladipo has emerged not only as the star, but the leader who's very well respected by his teammates.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
DiVincenzo. Back to Henson. Another shot. And it's good for 2. Henson's got 6 points.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Yeah, those are back crushers. I mean, they really crack your back when you give teams second shots like that.
McDermott can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Yeah, and very tough to beat when they're playing up to their capabilities. That's why they're one of the top teams in the league.
Snell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Antetokounmpo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Tremendous anticipation from Antetokounmpo, sensing some separation as that pass was coming, and then simply rising up and knocking down the jumper.
Young outside. Evans kicks to Young. That 3 off the mark. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Antetokounmpo. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
To the left side wing. On its way from McDermott for 2. No good off the back of the rim. And the Bucks, they're shooting at 50% in a decent group. The putback. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. Covered by Evans. Tries yet again. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. As we take a look at the power forward position, Clark, one you know very well, who are some of the more underrated guys at that power forward spot?
Wow. Underrated. You always run into some interesting names when you think about underrated. You know, I think a guy that perhaps has finally found himself with the talent that he came into the league with is James Johnson down in Miami. He does a little bit of everything, had one of his best seasons this past year. Taj Gibson, I think, is undervalued for what he brings in toughness, shooting, and defense.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Boy, you look at Mike Budenholzer, and he's moved into a nice situation this offseason. Atlanta in rebuild mode, and the Milwaukee Bucks heading in the other direction. One of the best teams in the East. That's a good landing spot for Budenholzer.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Tony Snell, and Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Budenholzer, well respected around the league, talk about what he brings now, Clark, to the Milwaukee Bucks, his new team.
Yeah, I think he brings a continuity offensively, ball movement and spacing, and a pretty good system defensively as well.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Turner. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison.
At 6'11" and 255 pounds, Turner is a load. Very hard trying to guard him inside.
Here's Henson from down in the low post. It goes. Henson's got 8 points. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And Oladipo, here we go. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 8.
And when you give Oladipo a running start, he's going to torch you, plain and simple.
And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Milwaukee. Lopez inside. He's against Turner. Right side, Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. No good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Lopez. It's good on the putback.
Hey, Brook Lopez getting after it. He is one of the better offensive rebounders in the game.
Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The drive by Collison. Oladipo. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. Pacers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. To the paint, stolen by Henson. Oladipo against Brogdon. Lopez sets a screen for Brogdon. Henson in the corner. Bledsoe outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Henson. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Turner. Collison, the pass to Oladipo.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Oladipo's become a very efficient combo guard, somebody who can score the ball at a high clip as well as get the ball to open teammates when necessary.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Oladipo hits them both. Bucks trail by 3. Outside, Antetokounmpo. He kicks it to Bledsoe. Lopez, a screen on Collison. And Bledsoe, here we go. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for the Bucks.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended 3-point shot.
That free throw good from Bledsoe.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. And one thing that the Pacers struggled with last season and will have to answer this season, Clark, is finding a big man pair that works.
Well, you know what? You look at Sabonis and Turner, and they both have outstanding futures ahead of them, and didn't play as well together as you would like, but I think there's still time to see if that can be worked out.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Floats it up for Young. Lopez with the steal. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 1. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Yeah, you know, at times Bledsoe can just be a guy who takes over games with his scoring.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Turner. Here's Collison, stolen by Bledsoe. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And you just love that concentration level that Bogdanovic possesses. Even when the D's crowding him, he stays locked in on that cup.
Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Oladipo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
And the shot goes in. Oladipo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
Antetokounmpo, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks. Here's Collison. 5 points in the game. Outside, Bogdanovic. Pass to Leaf. Outside Collison. This one for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
That free throw good from Bledsoe. Bledsoe hits them both. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies. And It's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Turner with a screen on Bledsoe. Collison kicks to Turner. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. Tyreke Evans is checked in for Indiana. Corey Joseph comes in for Darren Collison. Here's Turner, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, Turner's not just an interior scorer. This guy has a jumper that's really reliable. So you got to honor and respect his shot.
Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. There's the screen. Back to Bledsoe. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Bledsoe's got 19 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Evans kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Turner. Over Ilyasova. The shot by Turner no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Evans passes to Bogdanovich. Over Middleton. Hits the front of the rim and out. Bucks leading by 3. Now the pass to Bledsoe. Back to Antetokounmpo. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 5 assists tonight. Indiana's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Evans kicks to Bogdanovich. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And he can't get the first one.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
A different look for Milwaukee. Tony Snell's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Malcolm Brogdon. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and McDermott subbed in for Bogdanovich. A big dunk at the end of the break.
You got to mind your business around Bledsoe. If not, he's going to pick your pocket.
Pacers trail by 8. Evans kicks to McDermott. Sabonis sets the pick for McDermott. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Evans outside. Looking to end the run. Drills the three-pointer. Evans has got 9.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Pass to Snell. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Bledsoe. Ilyasova, a screen on Joseph. Bledsoe for 3. Rebound, Evans.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Here's Leaf. And he overshot that one, missing. Bucks leading by 5. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Sabonis grabs the board.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And you know what? At 6'10", dunking is low stress for Sabonis. Solid at getting himself inside for these throwdowns.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw good. Sabonis. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Bucks lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, a big effort from you guys in the first half. How do you keep that momentum going?
Come out with energy, just try to keep pushing the ball and get stops.
We know that's Coach's emphasis, Chris. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Eric Bledsoe is having one of those nights. He had 20 points, 2 steals, and 6 assists. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, I think they're feeling the energy of this hometown crowd. Sometimes you get a little complacent and comfortable in your surroundings, but no, they fed off adrenaline in the first half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You know Eric Bledsoe has been exceptional here, guys.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Here's Collison. And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Turner in at the 5. Brogdon. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the Bucks back in 2001, advancing to the conference finals in the subsequent 17 seasons, Clark. They've yet to win a playoff series. Is this the year?
Well, when you have a top 5 caliber player in Giannis Antetokounmpo, expectations rise, and you do have a better chance to advance in the playoffs. Earning a top seed, though, I think is important because that gives you home court advantage, which we know is helpful.
Back to Middleton. Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Indiana. Young's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Here's Middleton, and he gets the bucket. Middleton's got 6 points.
Really like the energy of Middleton. I mean, he drives to the hole so hard. I like that force that he goes to the basket with.
Oladipo against Brogdon. Fires from 14. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. And it falls over the rim and in. Brogdon's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. And, 1 for 4, not a good start. I mean, they got to play with a little more energy this half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and you know, the ball moves faster than anybody's can, so that great ball movement and decision-making, they're making all the right moves, Greg.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
Pacers trail by 10. To the paint, here's Young, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the amount of space Antetokounmpo covers is really breathtaking. You got to see it to believe it. I mean, he erases shots that you think he has no chance to get to.
Middleton up top. Collison against Bledsoe. Here's the floater.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Bledsoe.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo can look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Nice work there coming off the screen. And that's 19 points for Victor Oladipo. Milwaukee leading by 9. Passes it to Brogdon. Henson with the screen. DiVincenzo. They get it back. 2 points. That one goes. 10 points for Henson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Bucks have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Left side, Antetokounmpo. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
From 20 feet out, off the left rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Thaddeus Young. And a season after he won the most improved player, Antetokounmpo, Clark, was a legit MVP contender.
No doubt about it. I think if the Bucks had been a top seed, perhaps he could have won it, although James Harden was phenomenal last season. The league has been put on notice. This is a guy who wouldn't surprise me at all if he became an MVP at some point in his career.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And, you know, the Pacers were one of the better teams in the East last year. Many wondered just how or why the Pacers were so good. I think you point to the chemistry this team has as something that you can't deny, along with having a star that endeared himself to his teammates in Oladipo.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Milwaukee. And along with the chemistry the Pacers enjoy, another strength, Clark, is their guard play.
Well, Kevin, they've got a number of guards that can initiate the offense, and they all do it fairly efficiently. Don't turn it over much, and they all can shoot it and drive it. So that group of guards is really a strong part of this team.
And the first one at the line is good.
Darren Collison played his college basketball at UCLA. Not a big name in the point guard world, but he is as reliable as they get. Excellent speed and quickness, double-digit scoring, and was the best three-point percentage shooter in the NBA last year.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. And with Collison, coaches just love him for the reasons you mentioned, Clark. Keeps an offense humming in all ways.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's cut down his turnovers over the last couple of seasons. His speed allows him to get into the open court, and he's really improved as a three-point shooter. All of those things help him run a team effectively. Even though he's not a big assist getter, he does help your offense run smoothly.
And Clark, you look at the Bucks roster, what's the biggest area of need in your opinion?
The question mark I see is the center position, Kevin. Thon Maker might have some upside and could very well fill that void, but they lack a presence in there now.
Free throw good from Oladipo. And the Bucks with these great new facilities, a new coaching staff, a talented roster. What's the upside for this team, Clark?
I think, Kevin, a top 4 seed in the East is very much in the realm of possibility. They have quality players around Giannis, and in this league, you've got to have multiple stars to compete for titles. They're on their way. They're moving in the right direction.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Now here's Evans. Tight defense on him. In the corner, it's McDermott. Shoots it up. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Young. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
John Henson, drafted out of North Carolina, only weighed 215 pounds as a rookie. He's still lean and slender, but has added enough muscle to hold his own inside.
Taking a look at some stats for Antetokounmpo. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 27 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists? And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
And at 6'11", some people had Henson listed as a power forward.
Well, you know, in today's game, he's almost exclusively a center. His mobility helps. He's a shot blocker who's comfortable scoring around the basket. The 5 spot is where he's most effective, I think.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Chalk up 2 there. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
And, you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
Fires high post. And no good that time. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Nice job at staying under control. Try to contest Joseph all you want. He's zoned in on the basket.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's tipped. Joseph with the ball. He has 5, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Pacers also with a sub. Leafs checked in. Throw good. Tyreke Evans. And Tyreke Evans, a player who still found a way to improve his game.
You know, he added the 3-point shot that is much more consistent than what he had earlier in his career. Has always been a playmaker and strong at getting to the rim. But now that you have to respect his outside shot, I think he took a step back to being the player we thought he'd be after that amazing rookie season.
Pacers trail by 7 to the inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Always like seeing Evans share the basketball. A capable passer who knows how to get his guys going.
Now here is Dellavedova. And Ilyasova kicks to Dellavedova. Ball's knocked loose. Ilyasova, a screen on Evans. Just 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Clark, you played your entire career with the Pacers. What was your favorite memory during that time?
Well, certainly realizing the dream of being an NBA player, Kevin. I was the 8th pick overall. It was close to where I played in college at Ohio State. And then being able to perform at a high level to be a unanimous all-rookie team selection. That was a pretty good highlight for me starting my career.
And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Ilyasova, a screen. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Ilyasova, a screen on Joseph. Knocked loose. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Bucks leading by 4. And here is Dellavedova. Henson, a screen on Evans. DiVincenzo, a picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. He's got 8.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Evans passes to Joseph. Over Dellavedova. Shot by Joseph. No good. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. The pass to Henson. Here's Snell. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Dellavedova. Kicks to Henson. DiVincenzo. Covered by Evans. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint.
One shot,
in that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And that one misses. Pacers trail by 8. Leave kicks to Evans. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
First one falls for him.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
He doesn't get the second one. And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back, and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
Ilyasova, a screen on Evans. 5 to shoot. It's a hand on it. Pacers trail by 7. To the middle. Stolen by Middleton. And even 3-on-3 break. With the floater. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. It's deflected. Here's Evans. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Leaf. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Leaf's got 6.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open.
And Middleton kicks to Snell. Bledsoe outside. Ilyasova dishes to Bledsoe. That one goes. Count it. Bledsoe's got 26 points.
Not lacking confidence in his scoring ability inside, Bledsoe knows he can do damage from there.
Let's do Evans. Now Joseph passes it to McDermott. Here's Leaf. The tray. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Now, you know, how do you guard that, Kevin? A big guy with a nice touch from outside. I mean, that's really hard to match up against.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bucks ahead. They lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Milwaukee leading by 4. Middleton and Ilyasova holding down the forward spots. Bledsoe is out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Brogdon against Evans. Brogdon kicks to Bledsoe. Lopez a screen. Bledsoe passes to Brogdon. Clock at 6. Over Evans. And too long on the shot. The Pacers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Outside, Bogdanovich. Turner with a screen on Middleton. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Bucks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Here's Brogdon, good on the 13-footer. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Love how Brogdon runs when the break is on, determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Evans dishes to Bogdanovich, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. Young's checked in for the Pacers. Collison comes in for Joseph. Bucks on defense. And Turner kicks to Evans. Indiana again missing.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Bogdanovich and the powerful one-handed slam.
And, you know, stretching out for that one, Bogdanovich showing a little elevation for a guy who typically stays close to the ground.
Here's Bledsoe. The kick out to Lopez. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers trail by 4. Here's Evans. That one off the back iron and out. The Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Count it.
Brogdon extremely comfortable taking these jump shots because he knows he has the green light.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Evans. Shoots over Brogdon. And it's Evans missing.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. Can't play it any better than that, Greg.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bledsoe against Collison. From deep, Evans. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. Ilyasova passes to Brogdon. Makes it off the glass. Brogdon's got 6 in the quarter.
And love the professional, hard-nosed approach that Brogdon takes. So good at adjusting, even through contact.
Collison dishes to Evans. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 18 points for Tyreke Evans.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And, Greg, you know that's never a bad idea to be the aggressor. I mean, what a ball game we've got going on here, guys.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The drive by Collison. Young's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
He's unguardable. Nobody been able to contain him here in the 4th quarter. Now 4 of 5 from the field.
Evans' shot is good.
Spotting the open man, Collison, a capable playmaker.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Back to Bledsoe. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bledsoe's got 12 points here in the 2nd half.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Young passes to Evans. He dishes it to Turner, and the layup's good off the glass.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, if you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. And a change for the Pacers. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. Lopez, a screen on Young. 5 on the clock.
So good to see how determined Young is on defense. Does a nice job extending his arms to contest shots.
Bogdanovich, know what? Milwaukee leading by 5. Here's Brogdon. And again, the Bucks miss.
If you're a pro, you got to drain that shot. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. The defense left him wide open. Pros make those.
And it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
Here's Turner, now off the inbound, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That's on Brook Lopez. And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And that one falls for Turner.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
All free throws good from Turner.
And, you know, last year was a bit of a mixed bag for Miles Turner. I mean, he was expected to take another big leap forward into stardom, but didn't quite get to that point. But sometimes growth is not a straight line. It's up and down, sideways a bit. This young man's got the character and talent to be an all-star in the near future.
Here's Antetokounmpo, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Collison dishes to Oladipo. To the paint. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And Clark with Turner last season battled some injuries and had to work to come back to his consistent rotation time role.
Kevin, how many times have I said it? I know we're in the microwave age, but you have to be patient with these young guys, especially big guys. They just traditionally take longer to develop. You've got to remember he played 1 year of college basketball at an outstanding rookie year. The sophomore year, a little bit bumpy, but still progress made. This guy's got great promise and potential, and he's going to be an impact player for a long time.
Bledsoe against Collison. First free throw is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Young's shot is off.
Seems like he's in a hurry. He's kind of rushing his shot. Clearly out of rhythm right now. That's a big reason why they're losing.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Turner with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3 ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
Up around 80% for his career, Lopez more than comfortable earning his points at the charity stripe.
Collison, the pass to Turner. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
Well, I think the defense flat out gave up. I mean, didn't even try to get back into the picture on that fast break finish.
And the Pacers call time here. And not the best season for Brook Lopez a year ago. Never seemed to be in the form we're used to seeing him in.
Normally, Kevin, he's so efficient and just didn't make the shots at the rate he normally does. He ended up being more of a role-playing big man than a centerpiece. And I think he's still got plenty left in his fuel tank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him bounce back with a really strong season.
Pacers trail by 11. Outside Collison. He kicks to Oladipo. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Bledsoe with room to shoot and misses it off the right side of the rim. And Oladipo kicks to Young. Inside, here's Turner. And that one drops for him.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Milwaukee leading by 11. The pass to Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Lopez up top. Turner covering. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Thaddeus Young. And he knocks down the first one.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sabonis is checked in. Here's Oladipo, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
And Turner kicks to Bogdanovich. And for three, Collison. Lopez grabs the board.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 17.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. Lopez a screen. 6 on the shot clock. And the double up Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Bogdanovich.
Come to me, come to me.
Collison against Bledsoe. Knocks down the 3 ball. 9 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
Unfazed by the defense, Bogdanovich with the quick trigger.
Bucks leading by 14. It's stolen by Oladipo. To the middle. Here's Turner. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
A smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
Sabonis with the steal. Here's Oladipo. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Good on the bucket. Brogdon's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Milwaukee.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against Indiana.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Eric Bledsoe.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
At the top of the key, Lopez, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And the first one drops. That one is no good.
Well, he got the important one to go. Their lead should be safe now.
Oladipo for 3. Lopez grabs the board. Dellavedova with the ball. To the middle. It's tipped. 3-pointer. Doesn't go that time. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We getting out of transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.